All right, how you guys doing today? Um, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button on the bottom right-hand side of the screen, and click the little bell after you do that to get notified when I put out new videos. First off, I want to start out by saying I'm not a financial advisor, and I do not give financial advice. These videos are just for education and entertainment purposes only. And it is my view of what's going on in the market. So let's start off by saying the reason I asked you to subscribe, I'm trying to build the channel, get more subscribers, and once I hit 200 plus subscribers, I'm gonna do a crypto giveaway of crypto swag, t-shirts, some coffee mugs, some beer koozies, and maybe a couple other things with the crypto of your choice on it. So I got to figure out how to do it still. If somebody wants to come up with some suggestions once we get closer to the 200 subscribers, and then I'll probably do it again at 1,000 subscribers, 1,500, and so on and so forth. But I was thinking of maybe doing it live and having everyone join, and once we get to that point, and then have some kind of contest or just like a drawing or something I do live and to get the winners. And then anyways, let's get on with the Bitcoin chart. There's a huge move coming. We've been playing in this little area for a while, and I know I've been calling this to be an inverse head and shoulders. It still looks like that to me. I know this right shoulder has gotten kind of wide, getting kind of long, but I still believe it everything looks really well. If I zoom in here, look a little closer to my 8, my 14, and 21 EMAs here are acting as support in the daily, and we're staying above them. That's pretty bullish to me. This support down here, let me go over to this chart real quick and show you the triangle I have drawn. It kind of also looks like a bull flag when coming off of this pole, the flag pole, and then the bull flag here. And just for observation, let's measure this flag and put it up top of here. If we are to break out of this upwards, we could be looking at going into the 4,900 range would be the target out of this bull flag here. If we break up, obviously there's a possibility we could break down from here. I guess one way I'm looking at it, if we do break down, it could be just a bull trap or a stop hunt that might come down into this area, the 3,500 range. This 3,650 support here is pretty strong also, if we were to break down out of this. And that's not to say if we break down that we don't go all the way down, you know, to test the bottom of this falling wedge here. But I am still very bullish on this, and let me get back over to the other chart. I'm going to go into the 4-hour. Let's see where we're at here. And I had this this top of the triangle here drawn out with these two yellow trend lines here are that rising wedge I've been talking about. And it seems to be holding up. What I'm really going to be watching is this bottom trend line. If we break that, you know, possibility of going down get a lot higher. So first off, this rising wedge, let me get it over here. In the 4-hour, you can see it pretty plain how I've drawn the Elliott wave count, and like I said, it's kind of far ahead, but this could be a possibility. I have my 3 targets here around 5,300, 55 to 5,600, and then 62 to 6,300. And reason being, I measured these out with Fibonacci, and this 5300 range would line up good with the, let me move it down here a little bit, would line up pretty well with this cluster of support and resistance right here. And the 55 would be the 55 to 56 would be the top of that cluster. And then when you go up to the 62 to 6300 range, and that would be right in this cluster here. And if we were to get up there, that would get us above the top of this trend line. As I stated before, these if it does play out like this and these 5 waves hit, this could end up being a macro wave 1, and then come down to either test this support where we broke through the if we break through this resistance, we may come back down, test this support again, and then continue on up. Or we do a deeper retracement, which would bring us back down into this 3600, 3650 area, or possibly a double bottom. But I believe we'll continue up from there if this plays out this way. There's other people on that I've watched that think this maybe just be a B, and a C correction, which that's quite possible too. Guess we won't know until more data comes in when we get up in this area. I'm going to go to my RSI. I forgot to put that in a video yesterday. I really like how this is looking. This is a 4-hour. We seem to be staying in this channel I've drawn and been watching it since right around over in here. But it looks to be this bottom trend here on this channel is holding up really well. If we were to break down out of this, then I'm sure we would go much lower. But for now, it does seem like it's holding, and I believe that we have a chance to go up and touch the top of this. I'm going to go into the daily, and on the daily, RSI, you can see that rising wedge that I've been talking about. We have plenty more room to go up. And what I've been saying, you can see when we came into it here, we went up and tested the top of it, went back down to the bottom of the rising wedge, and we bounced back up, went to the top, and then we went sideways all the way back over to the bottom of the rising wedge trend, and then went back up, touched the top again, and it looks like what we're doing here is going right back across, and I believe looking like we might come over and touch this again and then shoot up from there, which would give us the rise I've been talking about over here. But whoops, another thing I want to mention, as y'all know, Litecoin and Bitcoin follow each other pretty well. They stay pretty close. They make near the same moves, and Litecoin here is doing a breakout. We can zoom in here, and if you look at Litecoin also, it kind of looks like it's forming the same thing, the inverse head and shoulders. Left shoulder up to the neckline, head up to the neckline, right shoulder. And now this right now it looks like we're moving up to there. I know we have some resistance right in here to the $36 range. But I don't know, that's looking good. That's something we're going to have to keep an eye on. Like I said, when a lot of times Litecoin will make the move before Bitcoin. Sometimes Bitcoin makes a move before it. They kind of switch roles there. But anyways, I'm going to get back over to Bitcoin. Yeah, what I was saying here, now if you're looking at it on the daily, for us to go up and test that neckline to break out of this triangle, we're going to be right in line with our 55 EMA when it gets up to that area. And we'll have to see what happens there with the resistance. And if we break above this neckline, I believe we'll come back down to test it as support. And if we don't drop back down below, then continue on upwards. And that would all, make sense to coming out to this. I'm going to zoom in a little bit since Litecoin's making that move. I'm going to see what this looks like on a smaller time frame. Kind of give us a idea here with my EMAs and Let's see my moving averages. Yeah, everything's spreading out here real good. And it looks like Bitcoin's trying to do a push up from here. And I like to watch, like I said, I watch the 8, the 14, and the 21 EMA. And then the yellow here is the 55 and the 200 down here. But usually every time these get close and end up crossing, you know, we get a nice spike up. And then when they cross down over each other, you know, we get a nice spike down like over here. But they're looking like they're holding right now, and I believe we're trying to make this move up. And this trend line right here on the top of the triangle is the one to watch. And it's going to be, depending on where we break out, if we break out, it's going to be around the 38 to 3900, maybe 39 to 3850, somewhere in that area to break. But yeah, everything's looking good. I know a lot of guys are still saying, you know, we got more down to go, which is possible, but I don't see it right now. I believe we're going to make some good moves this weekend. Today or tomorrow, I see us at least going up and testing this neckline of the inverse head and shoulders. But again, I want to ask everybody, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up, tick the little bell if you want to get notified when I post more videos, and a reminder of the giveaway. Please share this if you belong to any other groups or crypto groups or chat rooms or whatnot. Help us grow this channel a little bit. Any suggestions you guys have, go ahead and leave it in the comments. I do read all the comments, and I like to get suggestions. I like to get involved with you guys, see what you guys would like. You know, if you want some news involved or whatever, or, you know, just give me some suggestions and help out. Like the other day, a couple days ago on my video, a guy commented that, you know, the audio was bad. So I went out and got a mic and trying this, and, you know, I still got to mess with the details on the mic a little bit to try to get it right. But so far, it's been working out all right. It doesn't sound too bad. Not as good as I want yet, but I'll keep messing with it and try to get it better. But anyways, yeah. Hope you guys have a good day, and we'll see what Bitcoin does. Thanks.